Almost finished. We got a couple more lessons to go in the final section, and then we'll be home free, and you guys can have all the strategies and all the techniques that I use to dominate the poker tables. This has been section 6, where I discuss some of the more advanced strategies. And this is lesson number 4, so we're going to discuss the float play. So to start off, let me go ahead and explain what is the float play. So the float play is when you call an opponent's continuation bet on the flop with the intention of making a bet or a raise on the turn to take down the pot. So instead of trying to catch your opponent on the flop, you call the bet and wait for the turn to make a really aggressive play to really push your opponents off of a hand. So this is a very advanced play, as you guys can see, and this is something that you typically want to do only when you have a very, very strong idea for some reason that your opponent is bluffing on the flop and you really want to take him down after making it seem like rather than doing like a check raise or a bet over the top, you really want to just call, see what the turn card is, and if it's something that might not have helped your opponent, then really float play him out and take him out of the pot. So why is the float play effective? Well, the float play is very helpful because it gives you more options when you're faced with a continuation bet. So the float play gives you another way to be profitable when playing the game of Texas Hold'em poker. How to use the float play. So 3 conditions are absolutely necessary in order to be able to use the float play. Number 1, you should be heads up with your opponent. Number 2, you should have position over your opponent, meaning you should be the latter person to act, so your opponent has to be first to act. And number 3, you should have a hand that has potential to improve after the flop, so other cards on the turn or river can help you potentially win or improve your hand. When not to check raise. So when you have a monster hand, you should really not check raise, or you should really not go for a float play. That's probably like one of the biggest suggestions and the biggest things that I can tell you guys. So when it comes down to the float play, you guys are really looking to take down a pot because you think your opponent is weak, and it's not necessarily because you're extremely strong, but you're also weak at the same time. So it's really more of a strategy play, because if you're strong, you can just bet over the top and take down the pots. But that's it for this section on the float play. I'll catch you guys on the next one.